Everybody just keeps doing the same mundane, repetitious thing over and over every single day.
Seems like, every time you're getting up, you're doing the same thing. All right, and we're live. And hi, I'm Brendan.
Hello, Corey. Welcome to Levon's Haven of Meaningful Mayhem. Meaningful Mayhem.
All right, where's Levon come from?
It's my middle name.
All right, right on. Yeah, and today we wanted to talk about, just one subject, touching on it. As you were saying, this is your title, but personal development for the hopeless. And I think there's a lot of people that are relating to that. So I think this is a real important subject just to kind of get thoughts out there. And we want to know what you think. Let us know in the comments below. I wanted to start, and I think you were even talking about it, just like, how you can relate to, and there's a lot of it going around, whether you're reading on social media, just catching the news, talking to people on the street. It seems like there is a lot of hopelessness going on.
True. Yeah.
With a lot of people, whether it be the economy or just their own personal goals and whatever endeavors they want to get into.
That makes sense.
I know you were telling me a little bit about, how you were trying to organize your thoughts and try and change things, because it seems like, every time you're getting up, you're doing the same thing.
Meaningful Mayhem.
So whether it's just working for someone else and not feeling like there's an actual light at the end of the tunnel.
That makes sense.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I would say just overall, people are not doing what they enjoy doing, honestly. It's like, as far as work, I mean,
right?
Most of the people that I've worked with are just working a job to get by, not really living or putting any kind of enthusiasm or, I don't know, joy or happiness, or not getting any kind of fulfillment out of it whatsoever, honestly. That's just kind of
I agree.
Been my view from it, so.
I agree. And then some people are trying to fake it till they make it, but, I mean, you can almost tell when somebody's trying to do something disingenuous, but just to keep going. I get that whole point. It does have like an emptiness to it, and I think it resonates with everybody. It continues on and on and on, and I think a lot of people even feel trapped, like they self-censor to a point where hey, you all right? And I don't know if you've ever done this, like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm good, and
Yeah.
I'm really, no, I'm not. I got 1,000 thoughts going on in my head right now.
Absolutely.
I'm thinking about not only how am I going to pay my bills tomorrow, how am I going to pay my bills in 5 years or 10 years?
Yeah.
Am I going to be able to afford a house? I think that's another big one, like having that means to an end. I can only imagine with the kids that are younger, that are, how they're feeling about, well, eventually I'll just do this and I'll get a house. How many of them are self-defeating already, because it really does seem like an impossible task for a lot of people.
Yeah.
To be able to get ahead in your job, get the house, you can get married, start a family, even if that's not your goal, start the business, grow it, and work with the community.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are isolated, especially since the pandemic. People working from home, getting all the bad information.
I think that's
from
the main
different news sources.
The biggest problem is probably people being isolated. I mean, even for myself, just not having any kind of like social any interaction or anything. It's just kind of like, I don't know, it just puts us all like in our own little bubble, and
yeah, and then here we are, and then go out to face the world, Sometimes I'll even talk to someone and be like, oh, what's wrong with them? And I genuinely care, like, because I got all these things going on, I'm not sharing. I wonder, this person, gave me a dirty look, yeah, I'm not going to let it bother me, but yeah, they've got their whole thing going on at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I wonder if there's more people out there that are just afraid to talk about it, afraid to share it for whatever reason, whether it be, just, oh, I don't want people knowing that much about me. I don't want people knowing, I've got, flaws and admit to them. Some people really do want to keep up a certain caricature of themselves, a face,
Yeah. That's funny you actually brought that up, the character, persona, or ego, or whatever you want to call it. Of the persona that we've created over time, it's basically just, like you were saying, it's a mask that we're all hiding behind.
Yeah.
and it's a character that we present to the world in order to fit in, and it can go so deep. It's like, okay, well, why do we need this character persona to be able to fit in meaningful mayhem to the society or world or whatever type of life we seem to be living? It's like, why can't we just... Everybody's afraid to be themselves, basically. That's what it comes down to. Insecure, afraid to show like who we actually are, so we create an avatar, persona to hide behind, and that's who we are, or at least that's what we're presenting to other people. So
yeah, absolutely. And
my
all this in the land of freedom of speech, and it's the land of milk and honey. There's all sorts of opportunities, and there really is. It's just the whole self-defeating aspect of it. I think a lot of people get caught up in that loop, maybe even trying to think too far ahead into things, like taking that one step, whether it's...
I'm guilty of that. Yeah.
Like you and I, we exercise very regularly, and it's something I think that we just know, like, well, I gotta go down and I do the push-up and then I do another one. It's like that with so many other tasks that they might seem mundane to somebody that's done it 1,000 times and done it 100 times wrong before they started getting it right. But taking that first step, I think, is the hardest thing. Taking that leap of faith and just really going at it, trying to make a difference in one little thing, but trying not to skip to the end of the book, because there's all the parts in the middle that actually get you to the end of the book.